One of the most useful features in the Smartboard Notebook software is the handwriting recognition feature. A lot of teachers would like to have students come up to the Smartboard and pick a pen and handwrite vocabulary or spelling terms for the lesson or for the week or so on. And the problem becomes, depending on how well the students can manipulate the pen, it's hard for other students in the class to read that. And that's where the handwriting recognition software comes in. So I'm in the notebook software now, and before I do anything, I'm going to go up to my Apple in the upper left-hand corner of my MacBook and scroll down to System Preferences. And under the Hardware Preferences, I'm going to click on Ink. And this is where I can turn on my handwriting recognition feature. Mine's set to off now. I'm going to turn that on. And under the Settings tab, I can specify how closely or widely spaced I want my handwriting to be. And the default's right in the middle, and I've found that to be pretty accurate, so I'm going to leave that alone. I'm also going to leave the other defaults as they are, the pen options for pausing momentarily to switch to mousing. And I'm also going to leave the InkPad font set to Apple Casual. There are 3 other fonts here that you could experiment with. Under the Language tab, the default language is English, but there are also options for French and German. If you're a French or German teacher, you can set your recognition for those languages, which is useful for the same type of application for vocabulary or spelling lessons in French and German. I can also add words, uncommon words that you might frequently use that it might not normally recognize. I have found that there are very few words that the dictionary doesn't already include, but if you do have one that for some reason it doesn't recognize when using the notebook software, this is where you would come to just simply add a new word for the word list. Hit OK and it would add that to the list. So once you're done here, you can close the System Preferences. I'm back in my notebook software. I'm going to go up to my Gallery Sampler, and under Pictures and Backgrounds, I'm just going to simply scroll down and choose the Handwriting Worksheet, which is kind of a nice theme or background for students just to draw out words or vocabulary terms. At this point, I'm going to choose a pen and a color, and I'm going to write a word using that pen. And again, depending on how well a student can manipulate the pen, it's easier or harder for other students to read that. Once the word is drawn, I go up to my pointer tool and I just quickly drag a box around the word. I now have highlighted the word and I have a little tab arrow in the upper right hand corner. When I click on that, I can choose one of their recognized handwriting words. So it's a lowercase s in story, and there I have it. I can drag that around to center it or keep it on within the margins of the handwriting sheet. So if I'm a French teacher, I'm going to go back and I'm going to go into my System Preferences, and I'm going to choose Ink again. I'm going to choose Language and switch it to German. Close that. I'm going to go back into my notebook software and choose a pen, and I'm going to write a French word. Once I'm finished with the word, go to my pointer, click and drag box around there so it's highlighted, click the tab, and recognize the French term for school. And that's